Hi, this is Afton Porter. Welcome to session 1. Little background about me. I'll just introduce myself really quick. I am your fashion stylist and I also love essential oils. So I am here with my team today. We are talking about preparing for wellness now. When we prepare for wellness, it's something that needs to happen now because it sometimes takes a little while to build up. And there are things that we could do in our homes and in our lifestyle that's going to help build those things. Or there's things that we could do that will kind of make our health go the direction we don't want it to go. So we want to stay above the wellness line. We want to do the things that are going to help us look and feel our best. And that is my personal reason for wanting to share these things, is I want to help women be able to do the things in their life that they want to, because they're feeling good, they are feeling their best, they're looking their best, and that gives them the confidence to be able to show up in their lives the best way that they can. So today we're going to talk about gut health, and this is something that you hear about a lot, and this is something that I've been working on for many years. This is so I am a fashion stylist, but I also have a farm. So I am all about natural foods, and this is something that we've been working on for a while. We've been drinking raw milk before it was popular, and we did this because of the benefits of it for our gut. I mentioned before that I have a son that has asthma, and he was diagnosed when he was 1.5 years, and we had to make some serious lifestyle changes. And he's now almost 14 years old. And this is something that we've been working on for a while, because as we got rid of the triggers that was also causing the asthma, we also knew we needed to boost his immune system. And 80% of our immune system is in our gut. And so a lot of what we focused on was involved inside our gut and working with our gut biome. So some ways that you know, hello Jenny, welcome. Some ways that you know if you have any health issues in that area are well, let me just start off saying the things that our gut works on is not just our immune system. Even though 80% is in our immune system, they're still learning a lot about it, but they also believe that some of our hormones are regulated through our gut. It affects our mood, our mental health. If we have an autoimmune disease or a disorder, endocrine disorders, skin symptoms, and even cancer can all be caused or helped inside our gut. So our gut microbiome is microorganisms that are living inside our intestines. And we have about 300 to 500 of these just lurking out there. Some of them are harmful. And those are the things that antibiotics are trying to kill when you take the antibiotic. But when you take but you also have lots of beneficial microorganisms in there that are not only beneficial, but are essential to living. If you were to kill all the microorganisms in your gut, you would not be able to survive. So there is essential ones living in there. We want to have a wide variety of different organisms in there for our immune function, for one of the symptoms is depression, obesity, lots of different things. So some different signs that you might need to work on your gut is if you have an upset stomach, if you eat a high sugar diet, unintentional weight changes, sleep disturbances or constant fatigue, skin irritations, autoimmune conditions, and food intolerances. These are all signs that we could work on your gut and your immune system there. So there's different ways that you can get and feed and help your gut. Collagen is really good. It will coat your intestines and it will help heal anything that's irritating it that you might be eating or causing. Garlic and onion are also huge. They support your gut, and they also have some cancer fighting properties in them. High fiber foods are good to eat. You guys need to have your sleep. If you're not sleeping well, your gut is not going to be working to its full potential. And I will tell you, when I was in college, I would not get enough sleep. And I noticed that the days that I wasn't sleeping, if I didn't get enough hours sleep, like let's say I was up late working on an assignment or a paper, I was really, really hungry those days. And I put that connection together, which is really interesting. And it's probably my gut screaming, hey, I need something to help you out here. And also lowering our stress. So if we have a lot of stress, that is going to show up in our stomachs. In fact, on my farm, we had a horse, and you can tell if the animal is stressed by the way their stomach was. And that is also true with us humans. Our feelings are in our gut, and it's so important that we are learning techniques that are going to help us handle and deal with the stress that's in our lives. And we will cover probably some of that during the emotions, how we use essential oils to release some of that stress. But you need to find ways, whether that's exercise, talking with a friend. Nutrition also can affect how stressed we are. So getting some proper nutrition in our bodies will, like the B12s, the magnesium, that will also help our stress level. And my favorite way of getting and healing and making sure my gut is working at optimal levels is with fermented foods and probiotics. We know that fermented foods, we want to have a wide variety of fermented foods and those different organisms, right? And in fermented foods, they have lots and thousands of different kinds. So in our family, when we were trying to, and we, get my son at a healthy level, we switched to raw milk. Now, I know that's not necessary, and I know some states it's really hard to get and possibly illegal. You don't have to have raw milk to do this, but that just by switching to raw milk, we were able to lower the mucus levels in his body, and you get those extra beneficial probiotics. We would take that raw milk and make kefir. So there's a dairy kefir and there's also a non-dairy option. Both of those you could use both of them because they have different microorganisms that are gonna go in and feed your gut. So the dairy kefir is super easy to make. You can make it on your counter. You can use, and if you would like to learn how to do that, go ahead and contact me individually. I don't know how much of an interest there is in that, but I've been making kefir for many, many years. Probably like 10 years. So I could lead you in that if you're interested. Also, there's the dairy kefir, there's the water kefir, which I have also done. It's bubbly and it's not as sour, and you can add juices to it. So kids tend to like the water kefir. I also love kombucha. You can make kombucha at home, or it's also readily available at the store. Homemade is always best, but it's a really good option. Yogurt has, just like the kefir. So dairy kefir has way more, like thousands more probiotics in it than yogurt. But yogurt is also another great option that's readily available. Some that I'm not really a fond of is miso and tempeh. Totally good, and kimchi. Those are all good. I just don't use those. We also make sauerkraut. I like sauerkraut too. So those all, and you can buy sauerkraut and kimchi at the stores, like Sprouts and things like that. In addition to feeding with these natural foods, I also love, the Young Living has two types of probiotics that are amazing and are good insurance to take, especially if you are not eating a wide variety of the different probiotics. There's Life 9, which is one that's great to take once or twice a day. If you're having any of these health issues and concerns, even if you're not, it's just a great way. It's the easy button. If you're not going to make your own sauerkraut, if you're not going to want to buy that stuff and you have to eat it or it goes, bad in the fridge. Life 9 is the easy button to take to support and to maintain your gut biome. There's also another one that's really fun, and I don't have any right now to show you, but it tastes like a pixie stick, and they come in little packets, and I can't remember the name of them right now. We haven't ordered them in a little while, but it has a prebiotic and a probiotic, and we're going to be learning later today about Ningxia, and Ningxia can also act as a prebiotic with your probiotic. So if you take Ningxia with your Life 9, you have your prebiotic, which is going to feed and prepare those microorganisms for the probiotics that's coming in. So probiotics will add to what you have, and the prebiotics will feed the ones that you've got to keep them alive and healthy. And both of them are great and wonderful for our gut. So if you have any other questions about that, post them below and I can answer them in the comments. And then we're also going to do a Q&A on Saturday. We can go deeper in some of your questions if you want to. I hope you have a lovely Tuesday, and we will talk more this week. And thank you for being here. We'll talk to you later.